best of the best 2018 countdown coming into 2019 in the right way. The first one I'm gonna do, the first countdown of the best I'm gonna do is the hardest one I think, and that's best of the best albums and mixtapes. Well, not really mixtapes because I didn't get into the mixtapes really this year. I did, but I really didn't. But it's really albums wise, and this year was jam packed. Like it seemed like everybody dropped this year. You feel what I'm saying? J. Cole, we finally got Carter 5. Jay-Z and Beyonce had a collaborative album. M dropped something crazy. Nipsey Hussle finally dropped. You had Travis Scott dropping crazy. Meek finally dropped another joint. This year, man. And then let me not even get into the people that like were legends and dropped. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got people like Styles P that dropped that people was listening to. You had a lot of artists that dropped this year. You feel what I'm saying? We had a couple duds, but we had a lot of homers. You feel what I'm saying? There was so many good ones that I had to break them down into a few different sections. You feel what I'm saying? The first section was I got to get the losers out the way. So the first section I'm going to get into is the disappointments. You feel what I'm saying? The disappointments this year. The disappointments this year for me, number one, no, I'm going to start off with number three. Number three was my favorite artist of all time, my favorite rapper of all time, Nas. Nasir didn't do it for me. It was an EP. To me, it wasn't enough songs, and it just didn't bring what I was expecting. You feel what I'm saying? I feel as though that collaboration with you and Kanye should have been bigger than what it was. You feel what I'm saying? That was a dud to me. Number two was Ye. Kanye John. Kanye, your shit was like, you feel what I'm saying? I wasn't feeling it. I mean, like just like Nasir, Ye had maybe one or two tracks, you feel what I'm saying? But they didn't do it for me. And number one, A Boogie International Artist is number one for me because I gotta tell my boy B this. I apologize for the argument. Boogie is I ain't gonna say he's not a flash in the pan because he did come out with Hoodie Season and I'm liking Hoodie Season so far, but he's not what I thought he was. I'm gonna just say that. And International Artist just proved that it was a dud. He's supposed to be big in the younger group. The younger group wasn't even interested into it, and it wasn't that good to me at all. You feel what I'm saying? So as far as disappointments, that was it to me. Number three, Nasir. Number two, Ye. And number one, International Artist. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was my biggest disappointments. Now, let's get back to the positivity, what MizzyWorld is all about. You dig what I'm saying? So, let's start off the top different categories of the best albums or mixtapes of the year. You dig what I'm saying? I just meshed it all together because I'm not going to do a category specifically just for mixtapes. So, the number one list I'm going to go through is the most lit albums / mixtapes of the year. Number three for me was YG, Stay Dangerous. Now, y'all might not agree with that, but that shit was lit as fuck to me. You feel what I'm saying? I put that joint on. It's a couple joints that's just straight bangers to me. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all see me doing the dance to Sue Whoop, and then everybody already know about Big Bang. That was a good joint that he started off the year with as far as YG wise. And then I feel as though the whole album was just pretty fucking lit. You feel what I'm saying? Number two was Culture 2. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes to litness, if the motherfucking Migos drop something in that year, I'm guaranteeing that they have to be in that top list. You feel what I'm saying? Because when they're together, unlike this year where they've been doing their solo things, they drop some heat just like they did with Culture 2. You feel what I'm saying? I feel as though that was lit as shit. And number one is it's just got to be Astro World because Travis did his motherfucking thing and this shit, what it dropped like mid-summer, beginning of summer sometime, maybe even before summer. I really don't even know when the fuck Astro World dropped, but that shit is still like Sicko Mode is still the number one song in the fucking country right now. So that shit is crazy. You gotta give props to Travis Scott. You gotta give props to motherfucking just everybody that worked on that album. That was a lit ass motherfucking album. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get on to the next top list. The next top list is top albums with a message. So let's go through my top albums with a message throughout the year. Number three for me was Victory Lap. Now, like again, with motherfucking Stay Dangerous, y'all might not agree with that, but I feel as though Nipsey Hussle does bring a sort of like motivational type music to you. You feel what I'm saying? Some type of grind, get through what you got to get through and get to where you want to be type music. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel as though victory lap because I felt as though it was a well-rounded album and a pretty good album. I feel as though it has to be up in there when it comes to albums with a message and something that you can play to and maybe get through something. You feel what I'm saying? Number 2 was Championships, Meek Mill Championships. That shit right there, Meek Mill Championships, he did his motherfucking thing on that joint. I gotta give him a top spot and album with a message just because he came with such a maturity on this joint and he came delivering so many different type of gems from the streets to criminal justice to money to a lot of different things. You feel what I'm saying? Like entertainment, all that. You feel what I'm saying? He shedded a lot of light on these albums, so I definitely got to give him props on that. And number 1, I mean, I really don't think it's a debate. Like, when it comes to, like I said, with Lit and the Migos, and if they drop in that year and you're doing the top Lit albums list, it's probably going to have Migos in there. When you come with top albums with a message and J. Cole drops in that same year, he's probably going to end up on that list. And for me, he's number 1 on this list with KOD. He came with so many different gems. He came with different styles, different flows, and so many different messages. You feel what I'm saying? And he came with a response track to, who was it, Lil Pump, right? So he came with a response track. And it was just something that, of course, we expect from J. Cole, but it was in a different delivery. You feel what I'm saying? I appreciated that, and I feel as though it deserves the number 1 spot for album with a message in 2018. You feel what I'm saying? Now on to MizzyWorld's next category of the top 2018 best of the best music, mixtapes, and albums. Next category is collaborations. Number 4 to me is the Migos. Now, I can say the Migos because they've all dropped solo albums this year. So you gotta think, Culture 2 was a collaboration album. I don't know, fuck it. That's my number 4 one. I'm saying it, that's number 4. You feel what I'm saying? Number 3, Daytona. You gotta give it to Kanye West and Pusha T on that one. Now, Pusha T, from what I'm hearing, because I don't really follow these artists like that. From what I'm hearing, Pusha T didn't even know that was dropping. And I'm not going to say it's a good thing, but it played out well. You feel what I'm saying? Because from what I'm hearing, Kid Cudi and Nas really wasn't feeling how the collaboration came out with Kanye. The collaborations didn't sell. The only one that really did good, like criticism-wise, was Daytona. And I like Daytona. When you talk about from If You Know, You Know to What Would Meek Do to Infrared. It was a good album. You feel what I'm saying? I really like that joint. Number 2, My Ty, the Ty Dolla $ign Jeremiah collaboration album, mixtape, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I like that joint. Now I don't know if his name is pronounced Jeremiah or Jeremiah, but whoever the fuck he is, I like him better than Ty Dolla $ign on that joint. That's crazy because I really like Ty Dolla, and I even told my sister that because she the one that put me on that joint. She was like, "Yo, listen to My Ty." And when I listened to it, that shit was hot. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, I like Jeremiah on that joint more than I like Ty Dolla $ign for some reason, even though I know Ty Dolla $ign is a better artist. It's weird as shit. But number 1 to me, is it really any debate, any question? The Carters and Everything Is Love album was a fucking grand slam to me. Like, that shit was, damn, I'm off dry as shit. I'm high up. Grand slam, you feel what I'm saying? But that joint was crazy to me from beginning to end. It was the perfect, I mean, every song that they've been featured on together with, they've knocked out the park. So I don't know why I would think that a collaboration album wouldn't be a fucking grand slam, but it definitely was, and it takes my number 1 spot for collaboration album of the year. My favorite song was what was it, Love Effect? Or yeah, I think it's Love Effect, where I'm good on any MLK Boulevard. That's my shit, man. That's my shit. But yeah, the Carters and Everything Is Love takes the number 1 spot for collaboration album of the year. We coming down the home stretch, y'all. Only 2 categories left in MizzyWorld's Best of the Best countdown of 2018. Best albums, mixtapes of the year. Next category is R&B. Y'all know I love my R&B. I get in my mood and I get in my motherfucking bag. But before I get into the whole list, let me say this. Lloyd, I'm sorry. I've been waiting for your album. I was hyped when I can't even say I was hyped because the cover turned me off. I'm like, yeah, no, bro, no. Like, come on, bro, you ass naked and you only got a guitar protecting your junk, bro. Like, come on, stop that, bro. I can't listen to that. How can you expect me as a heterosexual man to just download that motherfucking album with you ass naked on that joint and listen to that joint, bro? Like, come on, man. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all let me know how that joint was, man. I wish that they had an alternate cover or some shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's just like, damn, bro. I really was looking forward to your album this year, but, bro, I can't listen to that shit with you. Yes, I'm judging the album by its cover. I'm judging the album by its cover. And I can't listen to it because you're just ass fucking naked on that joint. So, if y'all listen to Lloyd's new album, let me know what y'all think. But I didn't listen to Neo's new album either. And Tony Braxton dropped this year, so there was a lot of great dope ass artists that dropped this year that I really didn't listen to. I just started listening to Logic. That's away from R&B, but I just want to throw that out there because I'm gonna start listening to Anderson .Paak and I'm gonna start listening to Joey Badass. So I'm gonna start listening to more of these dope artists that I've been hearing about, but I just started getting into Logic. But let's get back into the R&B top 5 best albums, mixtapes of the year 2018. At number 5, I got Trey Songz 28. Now, as y'all know, I like Trey Songz 28 more than I like Trey Songz 11 mixtapes. But it's like this, and to me, Trey Songz 28 is at number 5 simply because to me it's more of a hybrid of music. You feel what I'm saying? It's a hybrid of R&B, pop, and hip hop. You feel what I'm saying? It's a great hybrid. It's beautiful. I love the shit. It's better than 11 to me. Like that. You know what I mean? It's like that. But it's better than 11 to me. But it's not solidly R&B mixtape to me. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why it comes in at number 5, and y'all know I love that joint from top to bottom. But Scorpion Side B, I gotta say Scorpion Side B is number 4 to me because I like it better than Side A. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people, when it comes to Drake's Scorpion album, they like Side A way more than they like Side B. But I feel as though Side B actually saved the whole album. When you think about the joint Kiki, that whole challenge in the summertime really saved that album because it didn't come with that punch that you thought it was gonna come with. Simply because most of the songs that had that punch, he already dropped the singles already. You feel what I'm saying? But I love Scorpion Side B. When you think about Blue Tint to After Dark to what was it? Was Sandra's Rose on Side B? I don't fucking know. I think it might have been like the last track on Side A. But yeah, man, I gotta have Scorpion Side B as number 4. At number 3, I gotta have the collaborative album / mixtape of My Tai. You feel what I'm saying? I feel as though that was a great album / mixtape. I thought it was dope as shit that Ty even did that because Jeremiah has been like kind of not heard of ever since his little falling out with Party Next Door on his motherfucking tour and all that, in which Jeremiah was wrong and all that. But I felt as though that it was dope that Ty even did the collaboration with him. And they did a great fucking job, you feel what I'm saying? It was a dope-ass album / mixtape to me. At number 2, I forgot my guy dropped earlier this year, you feel what I'm saying? The Week and My Dear Melancholy. I don't know if I pronounced it right. I'm not saying it again. Hopefully y'all didn't catch me fucking up. I know y'all did because I clearly slowed down the fuck up. But yeah, The Weeknd, he's just a dope-ass R&B artist. I felt as though that album was good as shit. It set the right tone album-wise for the year, and he didn't disappoint. You feel what I'm saying? Just simply put, The Weeknd didn't disappoint as he usually doesn't. At number 1, y'all know I was missing my other guy's mixtape. So here it is at number 1, Trey Songz 11. Like I said, I like Trey Songz 28 more than I like 11, but I feel as though Trey Songz 11 is more solidified of a Trey Songz R&B mixtape, and it had less features, something that people really don't like. They don't really like a lot of features, some people, but it really doesn't bother me. But I do feel as though Trey Songz 11 was way more of a R&B mixtape. You feel what I'm saying? And to me, it was the best R&B slash. It was the best R&B mixtape / album of 2018. You dig what I'm saying? Now on to the last category, and that is, what is the best overall album of 2018? Now, what is my definition of overall? Overall to me is hype, how long it lasted as far as people listening to it and posting it, the reaction as far as people posting it, the the numbers, the quality, all that. How good overall was it, and how well did people react to it, and what what was the lasting effect of it? Was it a classic? You feel what I'm saying? Was it something that people was like, yo, this is it? You feel what I'm saying? So it's a lot to choose from because, like I said, this year was a fucking golden age in music. You feel what I'm saying? I could have put at number 5. I could have put J. Cole, K.O.D. I could have put Tory Lanez, Memories Don't Die. I could have put Drake, Scorpions. I could have put I could have put so many different Jones, Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap. But at number 5, y'all know I gotta fit my boy in there. And at number 5, it's only right. I had a Carter 5. Lil Wayne, the Carter 5. Gotta put it at number 5. He did not promote. He told us like what, a day or two before his birthday that he was dropping it on his birthday. I didn't even believe him. Then I saw it on there. I was hyped and I liked it. At number 5, the Carter 5. You dig what I'm saying? Man, I love that joint, man. There ain't no other rap. At number 4 though, you gotta put him in here because it was such bomb dropping in the African American community to me. Was the Jay-Z Beyonce collaboration of the Carters. Everything Is Love. The shit was beautiful. They hit a damn, that was way better than earlier when I did it. Fucking grand slam of an album. The shit was lit from beginning to end. Dope messages, inspiring. Just everything about the shit was dope as fuck. You feel what I'm saying? At number 4, the Carters. Everything Is Love. At number 3, Meek, you almost got it. These top three is like boom, bing, bing, boom, bing, bing, boom, bing. These 3 close as shit. You feel what I'm saying? But at number 3, I got Meek Mill, Championships. You showed your growth on this album. It was lit as shit. It was motherfucking diverse. You didn't come with the same flow on every track. You came with different type messages of the justice system, the streets, to the industry, to money. You did your thing, bro. I took my hat to you. You feel what I'm saying? I like Fuck On Me. I like Trauma. I like a lot of them joints. You feel what I'm saying? But that's the first couple joints that come to my head. But at number 2, man, now y'all know I was snapping earlier in the year and yo, this the best album of the year and boom, 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 boom. But I gotta give him number 2. That's Eminem. Kamikaze. Kamikaze was crazy to me because he came just like J. Cole did on KOD. He came with different beats. He came with different flows. He came on their flows and their tracks to diss them. You feel what I'm saying? He came with their flows and their beats to diss them. And he came at multiple motherfuckers. That's why he's at number 2 right now. He didn't hold back on anybody, and ain't nobody respond besides MGK, Machine Gun Kelly bitch ass, and then he kill shot. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I got to say. Kill shot. You feel what I'm saying? But gotta give it to Kamikaze from normal to good guy to Kamikaze to greatest. Like Kamikaze to me was one of the classics of this year, as well as Meek Mill Championships and the Carters. You feel what I'm saying? But at number 1, man, can't take it from this man. Like I said earlier, Sicko Mode is still burning the fucking charts up. So you gotta give this man his due props. You got people out here saying he's the new Kanye. He's a young Kanye West. That is huge, like motherfucking praises for people to be even mentioning him with a young Kanye. Like this man was a genius. You feel what I'm saying? So, and just the longevity of Astroworld, the hype that it brung, and the hype it lived up to once I really listened to it, I gotta give Astroworld the number 1 album of 2018. That is fucking crazy, man. With so many dope ass artists that dropped this year, so many legends that dropped this year, Travis Scott and Astroworld walks away with MizzyWorld's number 1 overall album of the year. Now let me know what y'all think is the number 1 overall album of the year. Let me know what y'all think is the best R&B album / mixtape of the year. What was the best album with a message? What was the best collaboration? What was the best what was the most lit album of the year? And what the fuck was y'all biggest disappointments music wise, album and mixtape wise of the year 2018, best of the best. Or, in Disappointment's case, worst of the worst. You feel what I'm saying? But let's bring in 2019 in the right way. You feel what I'm saying? MizzyWorld's best of the best 2018 music albums and mixtapes. Gang.